up? It's your girl with Cindy and Barbie. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my empties video. I haven't done an empties video in a while, so this will actually be my first one this year. And I have my empties right here, so let's get into it. Y'all already know the deal. We start from the top to the bottom, so we're going to start with the hair products first. So the first empties I have is the Urban Hydration. It is the Style Setting Cream, the Honey Style Setting Cream. Originally, I tried it out for a wash and go and it didn't quite turn out right, but I read the directions and it says it's used more as like a styler, like if you're trying to do a twist out or a braid out or any other style. So I started using this in my braid outs and my twist out, and I also used it to braid down my hair underneath my wigs. And when I tell you guys my hair was super moisturized, my hair was super moisturized. Like, it's definitely in the name. Ooh. It's definitely in the name. It's a super thick, rich cream, so you only need a little bit. But it was so creamy and moisturizing, and when I used it on my hair was moisturized for days. And if you guys couldn't tell by the way I was talking about it, I would definitely repurchase this again. I have to find where it's at in stores, but when I do, I will definitely repurchase this again. So that was the only hair product I had, so we're gonna head straight into skincare. And the first skincare empty I have is the Garnier Skin Active. This is their micellar cleansing water. It's for oily skin. It took me a while to finish this bottle. I've had this bottle for a little over a year, so it does last a while. You don't need a lot of it. I mostly use this to take off my makeup, and on days when I didn't feel like washing my face, I use this instead. And I found after using this, my skin was hydrated. It wasn't like super hydrated and moisturized, but it was hydrated enough where it didn't feel like it was stripping my skin. And it's also lightweight and doesn't really have a smell, which I don't really mind. I do like products that smell, but I didn't mind that this didn't have a smell because it's a micellar water, so I would expect it not really to have a smell, but I didn't mind that it didn't have a smell. And I also noticed with continued use of this too, even after wearing makeup in the morning, I feel like it reduced my acne, which is a surprise. I didn't really think it would do that. So all in all, I will definitely be repurchasing this again. The next empties product I have is the Caudalie. It is the Instant Detox Mask. And this is just a detox mask like a regular clay mask, and it says it cleanses impurities and tightens pores. I definitely saw a huge difference in my skin after using this mask, especially using it at night. When I woke up in the morning, my pores looked a little bit less noticeable. I'm not saying that this got rid of my pores. I know that's not possible, but it got rid of the excess gunk, all the oil and all the dirt that was in my pores, making them look smaller and less noticeable. So every time I used this, I saw an immediate difference in my skin when I woke up. I felt like my skin looked really hydrated. I felt like my skin wasn't as oily, but it looked refreshed and bright. And it says to leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes, but I always left it on for like 10 minutes, sometimes more if I was doing my body care. Even after 10 minutes, I noticed a difference in my skin. The only thing I can say about this product is that it dries super fast. Like, it dries as soon as you put it on your skin. I feel like it dries like in 30 seconds. So you gotta apply it fast and you gotta spread it fast or else it'll dry on you. And I also noticed that when I did spread it, it was kind of thin. So I did put a little bit more on, but I feel like that's just a personal preference because when I use a clay mask, I like it to completely cover my face. Like, I don't want to see any skin, but I definitely did see a difference when using this mask. So if you can't tell by the way I'm talking about it, I would definitely repurchase this again. I need to get the bigger size because it's only lasted me like 6 uses. So the next couple of empties products I do have, they are all from the same brand, and they're all from the COS RX line. And the first empty I have is the Advanced Snail Mucin, the gel cleanser. And this is a true gel cleanser. Like, when you squeeze it out, it's like really thick. It's not only gel, it's really kind of slimy. I don't know how to say it. I don't really know if you guys are picking up what I'm putting down, but like, this is super slime, like not in a bad way, but it was like really like slime. And I'm a big fan of gel cleansers, but this one gave me a different texture in a good way. And I also noticed that using this, I didn't have to use a whole bunch of face cleanser. I used probably like a pea-sized amount. And when I did rub my hands together, it lathered beautifully. Like, the lather was so rich and luxurious. Like, it felt so nice on my skin. Like, even when I was rubbing it in, it just felt so moisturizing. Like, it didn't feel stripping at all. And it has a nice, clean, fresh scent. Like, it doesn't smell like snail. Like, I don't even know what a snail smells like, but it definitely does not smell like snail. And it was just super moisturizing and super nourishing on my skin. Almost like I used like a light toner or serum. Like my skin didn't feel dry at all. The only thing I can say, if you do have oily skin like me, I would try to switch it out. I wouldn't use this every day. I would switch it out with like a salicylic acid cleanser, only because like over time I felt like it was kind of like building up on my skin in a way, not in a bad way, but I felt like it was kind of like it had the potential to clog my pores, which would cause acne. So I would switch it out with a salicylic acid cleanser or like a benzoyl peroxide cleanser, whichever cleanser kind of strips away some oil, but it's perfect for everyday use for other skin types. So all in all, I would definitely repurchase this again. I would get the bigger size of this. So the second empty product I have is the CosRx, the 6 peptide step booster serum. And this serum has hyaluronic acid, NAG, and amino acids. I think, yeah, the NAG is copper peptides, which I've never actually seen in skincare before, but I heard copper is really good for anti-aging, so I was super excited to try this. It's supposed to even skin tone, it's hydrating, it firms and smooths, pore and sebum care, and improve skin texture. And I did notice all of that with continued use of this product. I really can't speak too much on the firming and the anti-aging benefits, but I did notice an improvement in my skin radiance. I noticed an improvement in my skin tone. It was starting to even up a lot more. My skin looked a lot smoother, a lot hydrated, a lot brighter. This does everything it says it does. I actually used it before my toner, so I used this and I used my toner only because I saw like an esthetician somewhere online say you're supposed to use a peptide serum and then your toner because it helps the peptides set in more easily. I don't know how true that is, but whenever an esthetician tells me something, I listen. So all in all, if you can't tell, I will definitely be repurchasing this again. I actually already bought it again. I bought it in a bigger bottle already. So the next empties I have is the Snail Advanced 92 All-in-One Cream. It just says that this cream creates a nice, appealing glow of healthy skin. I can definitely say that that is true. Like after using this, it has the same texture as the cleanser. Like it's really gel-like and it's slimy, but in a good way. Like it has a nice clean scent to it. But I found after using this in conjunction with all of the other CORES products, I felt like my skin was more healthy and it looked more radiant. And it gave like a glass-like skin appearance. But just like with the gel cleanser, I felt like after a while, it gave my skin kind of like a greasy, I don't even want to say like greasy, but like a super oily appearance to it. But just like the gel cleanser, I feel like after a while, I used to switch this out to like more of like a lighter moisturizer. I feel like this was too moisturizing for oily skin. Other skin types is perfect. So all in all, I will definitely be repurchasing this again. I like all the CosRx line. Like I feel like I've never had a product from them that didn't hit. So next empties product I have is the Vanilla Mint. This is the 2x Supreme Lip Shine. And this is by the C.O. Bigelow brand. This is from Bath & Body Works. This one also took me a while to finish, only because you only need a little bit to use. And I kind of like, you see how the packaging, like I tore through this. I really did enjoy this lip shine a lot. It acted more like a lip gloss, but not as glossy. It was glossy like a balm. It was a little bit more glossier than a balm, but it was a lot less glossy than lip gloss. I don't know how to explain that, but it was a kind of nice in between. I definitely did get a little bit more mint than vanilla from this. I would get a whiff of vanilla every now and then, but this was majority mint. So it gives a nice little tingle on your lips, nothing too extreme. It doesn't plump your lips, but it does have a nice little tingle to it. And it didn't feel super heavy, or it didn't really like feel like my lips had like a thick layer of grease on them. Like I feel like this gave a nice amount of shine and a nice amount of hydration. And I also wore this by itself, and I also paired it with my liquid lipsticks, meshed together with my lip products beautifully. Like, so this is something that you put over, like if you do like a lip liner and a lipstick, I just put this over it and it gives it like a nice shine. All in all, I will definitely be repurchasing this. I actually bought 2 more because they did have a sale going on in December. So I did buy 2 more. So I am restocked for the year until the next sale. So all in all, I will definitely be repurchasing this again. So now we're about to head into perfumes. I have 2 Empties perfumes. So the first Empties perfume I have is the Viva La Juicy La Sucra. And they have many different options from this brand. I think it's the, I don't know if it's just the Sucra line, if that's a separate line, or if it's just Viva La Juicy, like Juicy Couture in general. But this is from their Viva La line. So the scent is more gourmand. So it has like amber, but it also has like whiffs of whipped cream. Now, when I did look it up, it said that it has orange flower. It has peach to it, like a peach and orange flower smell to it. I'll tell you right now, this does not give me any fruity vibes. This gives me straight gourmand vibes. I could say maybe when the scent kind of wears down, it smells like peaches and cream, like a very faint kind of fruity smell. But for me personally, this smelled more amber and gourmand. And this smells so amazing. Like, this smells super, super good. Like, I always found myself reaching for this a lot because it just made me smell really nice. And I also got a lot of compliments on this perfume too. I'll always have people ask me, what is that? And I'm just like, it's Viva La Juicy. I feel like this one is more for fall and winter scents only because it's more of a gourmand in my opinion. I really don't get the fruity scents, but I think I would be able to wear this year round. I'm not the type of person who categorizes perfumes by seasons, so I probably definitely would wear this year round. And the bottle is so cute too, like the cute little bow, and it's just like the packaging is really, really cute. The only thing I can say about this perfume is it does not last at all. Like, I give it probably like 4 or 5 hours and you need to spray some more on. That's the only thing about this perfume that I did not like. The longevity of it is not there. So all in all, I don't know if I will repurchase this again. Like, I really do love the smell. It smells amazing, but I just can't spend the money on this. This is over $100. I can't spend that type of money and this not last that long. Well, all in all, maybe I will, maybe I won't buy it again. Like, if it goes on sale, maybe. If not, probably not. Next empty I have is the Ariana Grande, the Pink Cloud perfume. And when I tell you this perfume smells so good, it smells so good. Like, it smells very ambery, very gourmandy. It's described as a fruity gourmand, and I definitely do get the fruit. The fruit notes are like pineapple, dragon fruit, and berries. And the gourmand notes is vanilla and amber. And I definitely do. The one thing I don't like about this is the perfume design. I feel like if this actually stayed, I would like it even more, but I just don't like the fact that, and this is not the only perfume that does this too. I think all her perfumes do this because I had God is a Woman perfume and that smells so good, but it has the same design and I just don't like that. Like, I feel like I have to just take the bottle by itself. If I don't, it'll slip out and I'm gonna break it. And it lasts on my skin and it lasts on my clothes too. Like, it smells super intense. Like, you don't even need a lot of this. You probably need like about 3 or 4 squirts max, and it lasts almost the whole entire day. I will say that I feel like this is more of a fall winter scent only because, like, as you heat up, like especially as you warm up, the smell intensifies on this perfume. But I feel like the free sense of it makes it safe enough for spring and summer. But be warned, like, the more hot it gets, the more intense this smell gets. So now I'm on to my body product. I only have one body product to talk about. And this empty is the Waxing Lovely. This is the Ingrown Potion number 2. I went online looking for this and apparently they have several potions. This is the number 2. This is a post-waxing oil. So after you get your waxes, you're supposed to apply this to whatever area you're getting waxed. And you can also use it for daily use. So post-waxing and then for daily use after that. I found that this is a super lightweight oil blend. I think it has grapeseed oil, tamanu oil, I don't know what that is, but argan oil, jojoba oil, and tea tree, eucalyptus, and rosemary. So it's a really nice lightweight blend of lightweight oils. I'll look at the ingredients, but I hadn't looked at the ingredients in a while. But even before looking at the ingredients, I could tell that there was rosemary and eucalyptus and tea tree in it because it gives kind of like a earthy, kind of like minty kind of smell, but it's super lightweight. It's not super overbearing. All you really need is about 2 to 3 drops of this and you spread it on whatever area that you got waxed. And I felt like with continued use, I feel like my skin was more moisturized, more supple, and I felt like my ingrown hairs were reduced significantly. This bottle lasted me like a year and a half, which is great because you only need a little bit. And I think this is like 4 ounces and it lasts me a year and a half, which is not bad at all. So all in all, I will definitely repurchase this again. So those were all of my empties, you guys. I had quite a bit of empties and I actually liked all the products that I used in here, which is really good. It's actually really rare for me to like all the products in my empties videos. But that's the end of my video, you guys. Comment down below. Let me know which one of these products that you've used before, that you like or that you don't like. Let me know if you want to try some of these products out. Also, let me know if you have tried these products out before and what your opinion was on them. But that's all I have for today. I hope y'all have a blessed and wonderful day and I'll see y'all in my next video.